come today from the witches that were before, that you burned, that you stole from, playing it again in your societies, in your births, for what purpose? Only the tops causing pain. Um, they didn't want to try. It was so strange that they didn't want to try. The same thing that caused pain they would do over and over and over and over again. I'm not sure why that all had to happen. I don't know why you'd explain it that it had to happen. It's just, there's never an ability when things are not taught, when people are not taught, when life is not taught, to be in certain ways, knowing, of course, the biggest lesson I think for us too today is that there's millions of ways to be on the top. There's not just one way. And people inquire in other people's lives with the question of how are they? How do they do it? How are the ways of them? And they can't accept, or they want to accept, so they do try in some ways, but when they don't even have the idea of how vast, how large it can be, then they go back to the same idea that doesn't advance them. And that's like a ungrowing life. It's not advised for anybody, for any purpose. I don't know why people can't understand those kind of things. I mean, they say that they do, but they say that they want to use it and keep it and for a long time as they make the decisions that cause problems, cause the wrong ideas. And that's what I see happening is, yeah, sure, that sounds nice, but I'll learn it in the future. And they're still the ones making the decisions for people. And of course you should choose the ones that already know. You should choose the ones that already know that's what they're going to do. That's experience, that's love. Oh, okay, of course it's advised. You know, there's like so many ways to say, of course it's advised. There's so many ways to say laws of love in the clouds. You know, clouds can be moldable. It's like fat, you know, to make giants. And that statement does not make sense. But if you had another language and you explain giants, clouds, and fat completely, and fat, yeah, it's extra stuff. But you can mold like malleable like substances that are loose. You know, you can mold it. That's the purpose. So you could have a language and then you could say, oh, don't use the word fat because you were using it for something or you were going to use it later. In English, you always find the same examples and just like complete vertical line. You gotta say it like that. Or horizontal lines. And you have to say it like that. And you'll see like what I just said would not make sense. And if I had a language that would describe fat, so of course you have to use all kinds of ways. Well, you use fat when you take it out of your body and you put it in a different part in surgeries. It's moldable. And of course it sounds strange when you say it that way. It sounds strange. Why would you ever talk about fat like that? But you have to talk about fat. In reality, you have to talk about fat. And of course, that can be things that are settled, you know? Like if it is, it is. If it's there, it's there. If you want to change it, then change it. I can grow my bones, you know? And even that is in a witchery. It's in a witchery. Sure, it's considered in health all the time, and you know when the bone disease goes over and molds. I don't know if you've heard of it, but it takes over all your tendons and becomes bone. So it's in disease. In disease, advancement comes in structures of things that can occur, but it's not decided on. It's not decided on the the in a finality, something that you're happy to achieve as you're going in a situation. And of course, it's better to have the ideal, but the ideal involves magic. It does. It involves magic because um, that's it's formed from a belief that it is possible. Of course, that has to be a one syllable in a word, to get the words to be used easily. And of course there's that is why would you take that away from a witch, you know? And the clever thing to do is to get rid of those terms. I don't even know why you should have those terms, as it comes back from centuries and time periods of hate, and not leaving the advancement that those people made at all. You don't leave the advancement, and that happened to all the other, whatever. Like it happened to the religions. Okay, before it happened to all the people. It depends if you take the advancement. And if one society doesn't know how to do it and the other society knows how to do it, and the other society is influencing too much and can't be conquered, then the ideas will be silenced. So the purpose of that explanation is to know that there's loyalties that provide strength. It's basic, and it's not good to be negative. It's not negative. It's a concept criticized and put inside what you keep for your life before it is delivered out anywhere else. Okay, and palmistry is shared in different parts of the world. Yeah, inside your life, where you hold beauty before you purpose it for whatever choice it is for your freedom, your fate. And of course, I want fates to be opened up. I want fates to be able to be opened up. And I just want people to know that I don't want it to be evil that is accepted, And I don't know why that should be a hard term, but it is because of all the complications, but not because what I'm saying is wrong or should scare you or be mean. I probably have more to say, but I'll stop there.